All right, day 5, our last video. Getting home from Durango. Are you gonna sneeze?
Yeah, I had to, but
Getting home from Durango back to Victorville, and we did a lot on the way. We spent what, 15 hours on the bike, right? 15 hours getting home. Yeah, time travel going back to Pacific from Mountain Time, gained an hour. But I'm including that in the hours still. Right? Yeah, it wasn't 14 hours. It was definitely 15 hours. On the way down, what did we see?
Mexican Hat, Monument Valley, and the Grand Canyon. Was there anything between there? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Starting the long journey home, huh?
Let's go.
Where are we going today?
Mexican Hat, Monument Valley, and the Grand Canyon.
And we bought so much stuff while we were out here, we almost couldn't fit it all back on the bike. Our tent's hanging off the back, sketch level 100. Big booty Judy. I'm excited though.
Excited to go.
So we just ate at the Twin Rock Cafe, and they call it that because of that cool sight right there.
Look at that over there.
Oh, bless you. Look at what over where.
Those rocks. How cool.
I know, I love seeing the layers cut away from all those things. Pretty crazy. But that was just a out of nowhere stop. We were hungry and just kind of waiting for a spot to find us. And luckily it was this because the food was really good and that site is really cool. So we're about 40 miles away from Mexican Hat, right? Mexican Hat first. 40 miles away from Mexican Hat, and we'll tune back in then, I guess. Yep. What'd you think of breakfast?
It was good.
What'd you think of that spot?
It was good.
And your fox?
Oh yeah, I saw a cute little fox.
All right, well, I'm hoping I got enough battery to last us through the rest of the day. So we were just over 20 miles, not 40 miles from the Mexican Hat. And we made it. That's pretty cool. You know though, I think it's pretty sad that that rock never had the chance to identify itself as what nationality it wanted to be before it was named the Mexican Hat. You know, it could have been any ethnicity in the world, but instead it's the Mexican Hat. And that just makes me sad for that rock. But it is cool for me to be here to be able to see it, right?
That poor rock.
That poor rock.
I want to go push it over.
You want to tip it over? Man, I wish we could get like right up to that thing and see actually how just huge it is.
Go ahead.
Huh?
It's probably a good hike. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's probably a good hike, and it's getting pretty hot out here.
So
how long are we going to be here before we go to Monument Valley?
Right now.
Oh, you like ready to go? Cool. My type of gal. You know what's pretty cool is, well, I mean, I don't know how cool it is, but we're here because of TikTok, because Alyssa scrolls through and she finds cool stuff.
This one?
Yeah, this and Monument Valley.
Oh, really?
You found both of these.
Oh.
These were never on my radar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know Monument Valley, 'cause that's what all the hipsters do.
Mexican Hat was cool, not very extravagant.
I thought it'd be a little something different.
Yeah, we kind of just pulled up like, oh cool, we saw it. Alyssa took a picture with...
I was wearing it.
Yeah, she was wearing it. And then we took off and went straight to Monument Valley, which was pretty cool. Well, there she is, boys. Monument Valley. Give me your thoughts on it, babe.
It's a lot prettier on TikTok.
Yeah, I think people are better photographers than us.
Yeah, it's kind of like.
I think it's gonna get pretty cool as we get closer to it, though.
It kind of looks a little like foggy there too.
Let's check out these
It's not as
guys.
clear. Time to do a wheelie.
Yeah, do a wheelie.
Don't pop it up.
I love that. We got some nice pictures right there. It got pretty cool as we did get closer to it, but you don't really get the view. You know, as you get closer, you kind of just see like single pieces at a time.
The view that everyone, it's all online, is the big long stretch where we stopped at the very top and got the pictures out. That's like what you see when you think of Monument Valley. But it goes so much bigger behind it. There's so much more to see.
Yeah, there's a lot to see. I think it would have been cool to pull into that little turnout that they had and get like closer up to it, but it wasn't like the view of it that we were looking to see. And still pressed for time. And we wanted to get to the Grand Canyon, and we made it to the Grand Canyon. Talk about that a little bit.
3 days later.
Yeah.
But we saw it.
I mean, but talk about like getting to it for the first time. What did you think when you...
Okay, I saw the little... When I looked over, there was like a little bit...
Before we pull into the park.
When we're driving down this big, riding this big long like street, whatever, highway, it's considered a highway.
Yeah.
You could see the kind of like the end of it or whatever you want to call it, and I was like, oh wow, that looks huge. Not knowing what we're going up to. Like, I thought that was big, and then we got up to it and got out off the bike, out of the car. We got off the bike, walked up to the wall, and it was just...
When we pulled up to that little area that she was talking about, I was thinking like, man...
Because you saw it and you pointed to it, and I was
Yeah.
like, dang, that looks pretty cool.
My thoughts were, if this is the park that they let you see for free without paying to get into the park, then I can only imagine what it's going to look like when we get up to it. We're in line, waiting to get into the Grand Canyon, stretching our legs. But tell me about that little taste when we were coming in.
It looked huge, and that was a little section.
I think that was just a little teaser of what's to come, but
End of it.
like I think this is gonna be like Mount Rushmore was for me. Like, oh yeah, I've seen pictures of it, you know, it looks cool, and then you get to it and you're like, oh my god,
Yeah.
like this is insane.
I'm glad we're here though.
Yeah, I'm glad we made it. I'm glad we didn't back out of it in sake of trying to save time.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, we made it. And all I can say is I'm gonna call my mom and show her this real quick. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Wow. Saddest thing though, there was a little boy with a mullet. His whole family just left him.
Where?
Joe Dirt.
Oh. I was like, what?
He was digging in the trash can for skull cans. Oh no, it wasn't a skull.
Hey Dad, look, it's the good stuff. None of that skull. Right, Dad?
You know, hey, you know what the Grand Canyon reminds me of too? Or every time I think of the Grand Canyon, I think of an old Flintstones episode where Fred and Barney are like standing at a little stream. They're just like standing there and there's running water. And Fred tells Barney, he's like, yeah, I hear this is going to be pretty grand one day.
So that's the Grand Canyon, huh?
That's it?
Well, doesn't look like much to me.
Not now, but they expect it to be a big thing someday.
I'm glad my camera didn't die before we got here. First thoughts, second thoughts.
It's a lot bigger than I thought.
Now tell me about the Grand Canyon. A hat.
Dumb.
So my thoughts of the Grand Canyon are also changed because I always imagined it just driving through flat desert to get here. But
It's a nice ride here.
yeah, the ride was really nice. I think the elevation is probably still pretty high too, huh? I'd guess.
Well, it snows.
I don't know. They have one part I saw on the map where to the bottom from the top is a mile deep. That's what it's listed as anyway. I don't know. But that's crazy. Huh? I think there are tours and stuff that'll take you to the bottom.
Can you imagine being at the bottom looking up?
But that was so one of the highways that we turned onto, there was an exit for the North Rim and the South Rim. We came
Oh, is that like over there?
to the South Rim. I imagine the North Rim, I mean that was still a long time ago, so I imagine this goes super far.
So you think like there's views from like every...
Oh yeah. That's cool. You ready to be home?
Yes.
Yeah, me too, a little bit. Grand Canyon's been real though. It's been cool.
It is cool.
6.5 hours.
I'm a smoothie.
Oh yeah, I want something cold to drink. I need some water. I say we head down to Williams and get something down there.
Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
Are we making it?
Huh?
Are we making it 6 hours?
I don't know. Are we?
I don't know.
See who taps first. I think it's really 2. I don't know that your phone's updated. Nope, definitely 3. Definitely 3 o'clock.
6 hours. Calculate 6 hours.
That's 9 o'clock.
I was about to use my fingers. Okay, but give or take
some stops and everything else.
Like I said, 10. So my calculations were correct yesterday. I said around 10 o'clock.
10 or 11 tonight.
But then Beans will be asleep.
She'll wake up to us being there in the morning. She'll be like, "Was the whole week a dream?"
Then she won't be able to. We won't be able to see when she runs up to.
Oh yeah. All right, we'll figure it out.
I want your feelings hurt.
You don't want yours hurt. Like crazy. It was.
They kind of make a lot of money. Off
Oh, yeah.
People just going to see.
Just going to see a big hole in the ground. I know.
It's going to see what Earth pretty much.
Yeah. Like, oh, this looks cool. It looks like we can profit.
Yeah, we can make money off this.
Yeah. And that's how.
And we
the
also
government
made
works.
it through the right side of the Grand Canyon.
Yeah. Okay. So we went in on the south rim. There's like a north and south rim. I think we talked about that in the video. But there was a north and a south entrance to get into the Grand Canyon. So the south entrance would be if you were coming across the 40 and got off in Williams and went up.
Which is shorter than the one way we went from the
Well,
entrance.
Not really from the way we were coming though.
No, but the long, stretchy, windy highway is shorter than the straight up and down, or is longer than the straight up and down from Williams to the top.
Oh yeah, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
But so we came in the north entrance on the south rim, and that was the way to go. We waited in line not very long.
Like 10 minutes.
And as we were leaving, how long do you think that line was for those people? Those people
At least an
probably had
hour.
to wait an hour to drive in. And that was on a Saturday, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a Saturday on a holiday weekend, but
maybe that's.
I mean,
it.
that was still a long line. I think we got pretty lucky. We're out of the Grand Canyon.
Barely.
Barely. Just got gas. And the map says 6.5 hours.
Like 5 hours, 50 minutes, 53 minutes.
Oh yeah. We're gonna hang? Or are we gonna bail?
5 hours, 53 minutes.
Oh yeah. Good stuff.
407 miles.
Nice.
If we ride all the way home today, have we rode over 1,000 miles today?
No. Nope. Like 7 or 8 maybe.
Then we need to do more.
Look at you little trooper. Alright, that was 150 miles from that last gas station at the bottom of the Grand Canyon to right here. We're just outside of Kingman, and we are making it home.
We're going home.
We're going home.
Going home.
Like 4 more hours.
3 and some change.
3 and some change.
4 makes it sound a lot.
That makes it sound way worse, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at. Ew. Ew. Always bugging. God, you're always bugging. Here we are, back at pump number 7 off of Goff's Road. Last gas stop. We got one more stop to make after this before we get home, but we should not need gas.
Just food.
You hungry?
I am. We haven't ate since breakfast.
Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Breakfast.
Since that place under that big rock.
Yep. Barstow del Taco?
Oh, yes.
Alright, cool.
Over.
Yo, last stop.
Video is over.
It's over? It's not over. Last stretch. Last meal of the day, last stretch. What are you gonna get?
Burrito.
A burrito with no U. A burrito.
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 Cold burrito.
Cold burrito.
Red.
Alright. Red? Ew.
Changing it up.
Alright. How you feel?
Tired.
Do you even have ass anymore? No. We made it back in a day. Already got everything pulled off, and it's time for bed. Toast. But yeah, that was it for our. Those are the big highlights for our day 5 trip. Why don't you? What was your? Give me some of your favorite parts about the whole trip. Like things you wanted to do, things you wish you would have done. Your favorite things.
Silverton was really cool. I really like just the mountain communities, like the cold, like how it snows. Like it's just really cool to me. Like I love it.
I bet that Purgatory ski resort is really cool in the wintertime.
All the little ski resorts right there. I'm sure
that'd probably be a really fun time.
I'm sure that area is beautiful in the wintertime, like all of it.
I would love to go out there during the wintertime and take that train ride all the way
Yeah,
out.
the train.
The train
is really
that
cool.
we put in our videos that goes from, it starts out in Durango. It takes you all the way up to Silverton. There's like a 2-hour layover and it'll bring you back down. It's like a 9.5-hour day. But being able to go through that in the wintertime would probably be so cool.
Because it takes you between the mountains. It's so pretty.
Yeah,
I would love to do
bet it's
it.
pretty rad.
The mountains, like I don't know, I liked it all because of the area that we were in. Like, it was just so beautiful no matter where you looked. The mountain, the hillsides, like it was all great.
Do you think this was worth trading Sturgis to do?
It was a good experience, yeah. I'm glad we did it instead of Sturgis. But
Now that you've done Sturgis and now that you've done this, and you had to pick between the two, which one would you pick?
I mean, Sturgis is a lot bigger. It's a lot bigger.
It's hard to compare. They're so different.
They are.
Like, why can't fruit be compared?
They are different, but it wasn't as busy as
No, it wasn't as busy. There was still, but
really we also left
really
the day,
rides.
the weekend, like the day it started too.
Yeah, we were only there for technically like one day of the rally, and we called it in early because we were so friggin'
They
blown
shut
out
down
from
at
the day
10
before.
p.m. though.
Yeah, the actual like rally events, they were shut down at 10 p.m. All those bars and stuff were still open. That was another. Let's talk about that. The bar scene down there was really weird. It was like. It seemed like
There's
a lot
so
of
many
underage
bars.
drinking under there. Yeah,
It's like a party area, like.
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
all they
But it
do is
seemed like there
bar
was
out
a
there.
lot of underage activity. Maybe everyone just looks really young in Colorado. Maybe there's something in the water out here that has 12-year-olds looking like 40-year-olds, and it's not happening out there. I don't know. It was weird, but it was a good time still.
If I was, I don't know, because I mean, it was fun to do all the different riding and stuff, but I don't know. I don't really know how to compare the two.
Yeah, it is hard. I mean, it's hard to compare, but I'm saying, like, if you had to pick, which one would you choose?
I'd go back to Sturgis.
Yeah, I think so too.
Like next year, I'd pick Sturgis over this, but.
What's the next big ride you want to do though? Like, it's just somewhere that we haven't been. Because let's see, we've done all 4 corners
like
now.
you said, up to. I want to go to see the Golden Gate Bridge. I want
to ride to the Golden Gate Bridge, and that's. I mean, after we're doing like these 700-800 mile days, that's a pretty easy stretch to get there. Oh, I got your eyelashes falling out on camera.
It fell off?
Yeah, I just watched it hit the floor. Yeah, the Golden Gate Bridge would be cool. I would like to do the coast.
Big chunk.
I would like to do the whole coast, go through Oregon and Washington. And that might work out if my brother gets stationed in Washington. Have an excuse to go up there. You good?
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, where else? What else is on your radar?
We could ride to Tennessee.
That'd be great. I mean, I would love. Bucket list is to go coast to coast. My only problem is time off. I get 2 weeks of vacation a year, so that gives me like a week of family stuff and a week to do something with her. And riding to the East Coast and back is, I mean, possible in a week, but we're not going to see anything. Like, I'd rather go to be able to see something, you know, like.
Yeah.
let's ride to the East Coast and stop at Mardi Gras on the way, you know, like,
Oh,
I don't know,
yeah.
something like that would be cool, but it's just hard to do. So,
I kind of just want to see everything. And I think we will.
all 50 states eventually. You ready for a bagger?
Yes, that is another thing. Like, I love that bike. I love the Dynabro life for you. Like, I love that for you, but not for me. I am
Yeah.
not part of that Dynabro life.
Alyssa's seat is seriously like so small. I think if I can't find a deal on a bagger and pick one up and have the 2 bike life.
Don't worry about it. You can ride the bike if you just get me a bike and I can ride alongside you.
Yeah, that's an
another
option too.
option.
Yeah, that's an option too. But I think even going to like a Saddleman touring, not even, what do they call it? I forget what the name is of the seat, but it's like designed for passengers and long rides and stuff.
So you're just gonna change the seat.
Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot.
You're gonna change the seat. Change the seat.
Yeah, change the seat out. There's different options out there. Road sofa, that's what it's called.
Or a bike for me. Sportster.
Or a bagger.
We'll see.
We'll see. If you guys like following along with that journey, a thumbs up is appreciated. If you guys like that style of video of us going and doing stuff, let me know that. I know a lot of people follow this page because of my how-to videos and showing off stuff that's broke and installs and stuff like that. But I work on bikes, so I can afford to ride bikes. So it's kind of what I do. And if you're not subscribed already, please consider subscribing. That trip was a blast. I enjoyed it. I love doing all those miles with you. And we'll see you on the next one.